Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host here, Francis, with my co-host, Tamika Francis. How are you today, Tamika?
Tired, but alive. Keeping going.
Me too. I'm tired and alive, keeping going. I fell asleep last night without setting my alarm or like even turning off like my lamp.
Mhm.
And I had an audition at 9:10 this morning. And I was like, I woke up at 8:51. I was like, yes, body clock. Yes. So I just got up, got ready, and like I was on time and everything. But
Wow.
I just was like, I woke up, I'm like, oh my God, wait, I have stuff to do. What time is it? And I went and looked at the clock and it was 8:51. I was like, yes.
Nice.
So I know what you mean and what it feels like to not be that awake. So I am pretty tired because you guys know me. I'm up all hours of the night. So the fact that I was awake at 8:51 is a miracle. But if this is your first time here on Realness, welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining the party, the chat, the rant. Please subscribe so you know when we go live in the future. All right, so we're talking about episode 52. Man, they love a lot of episodes. I keep on forgetting because the winter season was the most recent one. I feel like they only had in the 40s. But before that, they always had like 56. Like there was, or like maybe even longer. Like they had a lot of episodes.
They only have 1 hour episodes, right? Like it's never a 2 hour episode,
I don't
right?
think they're 2 hour, but I feel like sometimes maybe it's a longer than 1 hour just because when I look on the viewer, it has no commercials and sometimes it's 40 something minutes and then sometimes it's like 59 or 57. So
Got it.
that maybe that's an hour and a half episode on the actual show, but we're just getting it together. Right, that's an hour. Hi, Netha. Thanks for joining us. Oops. Hi, Tasha. Okay, hello, ladies. I have a conference now, but I'll try to pop in if I can. I love listening to you both. Thank you, Tasha. We love having you listen to us both. So we don't really have that much to talk about today, per se. There's not a lot of drama, in a sense. There's not a lot of conflicting arguments or, seeing how people are interacting. There's not a lot of realism in this particular episode, but it was still a good episode. It's enjoyable. I think it's because what they are doing well that the US version I don't think is doing well or did well was let us get to know these people, right? Like we're invested in their journey. Whether we like Faye or not, we are invested in her storyline to a certain extent. Same with Teddy. We may not like Teddy, but I'm kind of here to see how his path goes. Like, are they going to break up? Are they going to, I'm just still curious about their journey. Obviously, the Liberty and Jake of it all. I'm interested in what happens with them. Is she going to find out that he's a jerk and that like he's probably not in it for the right reasons? Are they going to do the lie detector test this season? And is he going to have to say like lie and then, you know what I mean, get the bad verdict? So that's one thing that I'm really liking about it is that they have allowed us to build relationships with these relationships. I don't know why the US version didn't think that that was important.
I don't know if it's so much that's what the US version is not doing, because I feel like we did that with season 2. Like we have relationships.
Season 3 is what it's just
we have relationships with most of the people, whether you love them or hate them. Mackenzie and her crazy self, and Sally and Justine. You built a relationship that you want to keep going beyond the villa with these people. Mm-hmm. Season 3, I feel like it had to do with the fact that mostly on the US version, they did not allow us to do the dumping. Mm-hmm. Majority of the time. I'm not saying they had to do it every time, because I think UK, they didn't do it every time. But the majority of the time, it was like, okay, the least favorite couple gone, then you guys get to pick and keep somebody.
Yeah.
This season, they did not do that. I don't know if it's because of space, whether they just did not have enough beds or space in the closet. I don't know. It was dumb. They needed not to do that because it like made the show bad.
Netha says, side note, I watched the challenge earlier. Angry face, Bessie and Josh. Oh man. I don't know, Netha, if you watched her rant about it after, but like we talked about it. We are not fans of Bessie and Josh. Oh wait, you're behind still, right? No, you must be talking about yesterday's episode. Or are you talking about the premiere? Wait, what's the timeline? You said you were going to watch the premiere
She's in
until
the UK, so she
Monday.
wouldn't have been able to watch it till this week.
So she must be talking about
The
the
premiere.
premiere. Did Bessie and Josh do anything in the premiere? If you have a problem with them at the premiere, you're gonna have a problem with them in the next episode. Just saying. Just saying. But I'm still loving it, even though I can't stand those two.
The only reason why I remember is because Priscilla had a viewing party on Monday for her debut basically.
Aw, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I hope that she's gonna have a bigger role. She had a few confessionals this episode, but not that much. Nothing says it was an okay episode. Chloe and Toby did make it entertaining, but still side-eyeing Chloe. We were onto her. I'm liking Chloe and Toby. They carried this episode for me. Before we get to the babies of it all, we see Liberty and Mary talking. Liberty decides that she wants to go and talk to Faye and tell her
Was
that
it Mary or was it Kaz?
Originally. And then when she came back, Jake was there.
Oh, I thought it was Kaz.
So, because I made a note of it. I was like, oh, okay, so it's not Mary that she's going back and cuddling with Kaz at the second time around, I believe.
Okay. Because I thought that Jake and Kaz had a conversation with Liberty hugged up on him, and they were talking about that was after. Okay, like I said, I don't remember the sequence, so yeah, you'd have to tell me.
Yeah, so Liberty was with Mary talking about wanting to extend the olive branch. Kaz was there as well. So Kaz, Liberty, and Mary. And then Liberty goes and talks to Faye. Faye wasn't really having much time for her, but like appearing to be like okay and chill, but like you can tell that she's still pissed off. She's making tea that she had more interest in than communicating with Liberty. And then Liberty went back and then she was cuddling with Jake, and Kaz was there. So you're half right.
Yeah.
And so she doesn't really care though about the fact that Faye wasn't willing to accept the olive branch. And like I probably wouldn't have been either. I'd just been like, you know what, we don't really get along. We don't see eye to eye on this issue. I don't like the way you're treating me. Let's just agree to be civil, but we don't need to be friends, which is I think the right choice. You don't, in these kind of environments, you don't get to choose that they're your friends. They become family in that sense that like you might not really like everything that they do. And so I think that was the best decision for Liberty. But like going back to cuddle Jake, that's just what is just so annoying.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to see what led up to the conversation because we saw that in the first look. So I was saying, was it the next day or was it that same night? It was the same night. And so, yeah, I mean, based on even the conversation Kaz and Jake were having about the fact that, Faye's comedy was nasty. She was taking digs at them for no reason. And they just sat there and let her. And they're like, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and start arguing with you. And Kaz said, Faye expects other people to be and think like Faye. And that's not going to happen. So she can have whatever feelings that she wants to. I think, but I agreed with Liberty. She's like, I did what I can. Like, I can't keep going. And so I was fine with it. I think it was, a good decision both ways, a good decision to go to her and try to, mend fences, and a good decision to just say, fine, we're civil. I have no problem with you. I'm just stepping back from you, and we're good.
Faye is the type of person, from what I've seen, that maybe a day from now she'll go and do the apology tour. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I wanted to see it when it was, because that would determine whether I was upset at it or not. It was the same night. It made sense. Give her another day. I agree with you. I think Faye will get over it sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm. Like, I know that Faye doesn't want to be a nasty person. You know what I mean? Like, I think that she does, like, deep down come from a place of love. And I think that, she lashes out when she's hurt. We know that's not an appropriate way to manage your feelings or your emotions
Right.
or how you deal with people. We totally understand that, but not everybody is given these same tools to work with. And so her lack of education and investigation on her own self is what's allowing her to be acting in these ways that we're kind of judging her for. So I know she's a grown woman and she should have done X, Y, Z, but she's ignorant and she's not educated in that way. And so I do think this is gonna be a huge learning experience for her, especially the response she's gonna get when she comes out and seeing all the tweets and whatnot. And I do think that she will get the help that she needs, especially with the appointed social worker or therapist or what psychiatrist, whoever they select.
Yeah. Yeah.
The U.S. season this year felt like a conveyor belt of people coming in and out. Yes.
Yeah, that's how it felt. And we weren't in, and the thing is the people that were going out were mostly the people that we cared about, and not because those people were there the longest or whatever. It's because they had the personality. They were the ones carrying the show while they were there. So then you cycled them out and you lost the meat of the show every single time. Every single time.
Yeah, all the
I mean,
dumpings.
Shannon and Josh was not something that could be controlled. But if they hadn't gotten rid of Giovanni, if they hadn't got rid of Cash, maybe they could have salvaged the end of the season. That when a Shannon and Josh has to leave because they have a family emergency, it's not so impactful.
Like it just like made the show completely empty.
Yeah.
Empty. I'm gonna watch a review later. No, yesterday's episode managed to find a way to watch it. Amazing. I remember Netta that I was gonna give you the link if you wanted to watch it at like 4 a.m. But so if you found a way to watch it, that's awesome. If you could maybe let me know on Instagram, just because I know a lot of people around the town have been asking me, and I'm kind of like, I don't know outside of the US and Canada really how to watch it. Liberty was speaking to both Kaz and Mary earlier, and then Liberty went to talk to Faye. Yeah.
Okay.
So I felt like Faye was a bit hypocritical, more because she was quick to forgive Millie and took digs. But I do get that she felt hurt by them. The first look shows that regardless of what Faye said, she is still there as a shoulder. Oh!
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just needed to see, even before I saw the first look last night. This morning. I just need to see when it was in the process that she made those comments, and I'm fine with it. It's understandable. We already know she was hurt, and she wasn't nasty to her. She just wasn't approachable.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
And it could have been just like give Faye a little bit more time. But I think it's also good for a person like Faye to know that the effort was made.
Right.
Instead of like kind of stepping back and
That's what I'm saying. Like, like I appreciated it. Liberty felt like that's what she needed to do in order to move forward. And she did that for both of them. And Faye needs to do what she needs to do for herself.
Hi, Daphne. Thanks for joining. So Faye's a hypocrite. She tried to roast Kyler for being exclusive versus boyfriend girlfriend, but didn't express concerns about it directly to Kaz.
Yeah,
I mean, I can agree with that a little bit, but it was a roast.
But apparently, she also had made comments to Tyler about it earlier. Teddy about it earlier. It is what it is. We know Faye's a hypocrite. Like, like she that's what she does. She wants from people what either she's not willing to give or how she feels like they should think just like her, and that causes a behavior that is never going to be able to pattern. So it is what it is. But I just was like, did her and Teddy ever move forward in their relationship to either be exclusive or boyfriend and girlfriend, or is that just understood? Because I don't remember that being in the show. I might have messed it.
Teddy and Faye are boyfriend and girlfriend. No, or exclusive either. I don't think so.
Right. So I don't know why she would pick at that unless she's jealous.
Could be just teasing, like. Yeah. And she's doing
the roast was not funny, so
at all. But I think she's just trying to find things that could potentially be funny, and then they just weren't landing at all. It's like you need a joke writer there, Faye. You're funny in your regular life, but funny-ish. Hi, Taylor. Thanks for joining. So Brett and Priya said that Kyler are actually really into each other. Tyler made her breakfast. They joke around. My issue is, why are we not seeing this? Brett said that they'll last for a while outside. That's really good to hear.
Yeah. Everybody that keeps coming out keeps saying the same thing, that they're really into each other. And the way Brett said it, was it Brett or Priya? One of them said, "Oh, they'll fight, and then the next thing they'll know is not fight, but they'll argue, and the next thing I know, I'll come downstairs and he's like trying to perfect the perfect breakfast to bring up to her."
Aww.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm really happy that he's at least come around and redeemed himself, whether people are still saying that he's not into her or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Like we've been saying for everybody, we love the effort.
Yeah.
So you're making us believe it, and you're putting in the effort, and you're doing it better than phony Jake is. So
Yeah.
I'm here for it. He's making her feel good, and that's all that we can really have. Like if he's putting so much effort into it being fake, like there has to be some realness to it. You can't fake it that well for that long. So I hope that they do last for a little while after. I do enjoy watching them, but I don't think they're gonna win, unfortunately. Hi, Son.
No. I would like them to get to the finale, but
the finale, I think.
Okay.
I feel like right now,
because it's usually 4, right? It's usually 4, right?
So I feel like the couples are there right now, right? It's the 4 couples. Oh, there's 5 left. So I think Chloe's win. I think that
Millie and Liam second.
Yeah. Third, maybe Kaz and Tyler, maybe. And it's a toss up between Faye and Teddy and Liberty and Jake. It really depends on what happens. Throughout the rest of this season. So if like the lie detector test comes really favorable with Teddy and Faye, that could be very redeeming for both of them. And if it comes out negative for Jake, I could see it plummeting them completely, making them 4th. So those are the button for me. So the producers have an agenda, and we see through it. Well, most of us. Yes, they do not want a black couple to win. That is the agenda. That's the agenda. Or a color.
No. Yeah, that's the agenda. We know.
Yeah. We see it. Everyone who has come out of the show say how close they are, but they refuse to show us. Well, we had the same problem last season with Justine and Caleb. They weren't showing their hideaway. They weren't showing any moments where there was any sort of affection or them liking each other. And so they do that when they want a certain narrative, and they don't want us to like that couple because they don't want that couple to win. And that is just how it is. Oh, I see no lies. I usually do not comment much on YouTube videos, and I said I wasn't going to be invested, but the producers have me pressed with their edit. Faye's motto is, I do as I say and not as I do. I do
rate her.
Oh, she's there for you if you need her, though. Absolutely. And I think that she must have grown up learning that will let her do everything that she can do. You know what I mean? Like she must have I'm always there for you. That means that I can act any certain way. I think she must have learned that as a pattern or something like that, because she wouldn't be acting that way if it didn't get her something.
Yeah. That her loyalty is makes everything else forgivable.
Yes. Yes. It has to have something to do with that. I mean, she's a lot of things are going wrong with Faye. But yeah, she definitely is a hypocrite in that sense, that she doesn't follow through with what she expects of other people. So the whole million, what's his name? Even after Casa Amor, they give them the winner edit. Faye whole nasty attitude towards Teddy. She gets a winner's edit like it never happened. I don't think Faye's getting a winner's edit, to be fair. I think before the blow up, I think she could have probably won the show, but it could be that whole self-sabotage thing that she was talking about, that she does things to ruin things for herself. And so not only the relationship, but for her potential for winning. So I don't think that she could win. Do you think she's getting winners of it?
In the beginning.
Yeah, in the beginning. I don't think so right now.
No.
I think the producers know that they could win if we saw all of that, and possibly can't have that happen. Tyler's emotions are always written on his face. He doesn't even have a good poker face
at all. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he's definitely not acting. So I definitely believe that he likes her.
All right, Sam, thanks for joining, Sam. Don't underestimate Faye and Teddy. They have a huge fan base. They'll make it to the final. Yes, I know that they'll make it to the final. It'll be a toss between Liberty and Tyler. Like for the win, you mean, or for the final?
I think they're saying the final couple. The fourth couple.
Right.
Would be between Liberty and Kay. They're like basically Faye and Teddy's a shoe-in. It's either Liberty and Jake or Tyler and Kaz.
Wow. I mean, I still think that Kaz and Tyler would, because they were saved this last thing, right? So
yeah,
they're not. Anyways,
I don't know. If you read, it really depends. Twitter riding hard for them. It doesn't really help that all these Love Island celebrities that don't know them, that haven't been on the episode recently, keep like, the only one writing for them is Georgia. Georgia keeps writing for them hard. She's been writing for them since before Casa Amor, and even after Casa Amor. Yeah, she came into Tyler. She loves them. She said no, they were genuine, and she was still writing hard for them. But like, you know, Shannon, who left after 24 hours, it was saying bad stuff about Kaz. So, you know, some of the people from Casa Amor, just certain people who I think even Aaron was saying something nasty. I don't know if it's because Tyler came back with somebody or whatever. And there was somebody else who said something, but it is what it is. Like at this point, I'm not worried about them winning the show. Kaz is almost at 500K followers on Instagram. Amazing. Because considering that's during the show, not like an after the show.
80,000, I think she started at.
Yeah. Cash from USA hit 300K this morning.
Wow.
So congrats to her. And she didn't even get to the final. So at the end of the day, I don't necessarily need her to get to the final. If they have like a really good relationship, kind of the same thing I said with Cinco and Cash. If they have a good relationship that could progress farther than that, I'd rather see them have a good relationship outside the villa than to get to the final and it didn't mean anything anyway. Sorry to say, Justine and Caleb's case.
Exactly. So Netha says she agrees, and a redemption arc.
Yeah,
they really do. Apparently, on other app platforms outside of Twitter. Interesting.
Yeah. I definitely know on Facebook. They're writing hard for Faye and Teddy. They hate Cass.
Facebook is like a racist book. Like it's like the people that are completely closed-minded and they usually have the complete opposite view of what I have about most things. Is Facebook.
Yeah. Instagram is like, it's like half of each, you know, riding hard for them, or, you know, don't care either way.
Phil, hi Phil. Sorry to interrupt Love Island, but Chantel, I think my draft is going down to one person after tonight. Eek. Then he's talking about Big Brother. His draft is not doing too well. Hilarious. I still have 3 people, 3 or 4 people. 3 people.
How much more weeks is it?
We're probably at the halfway point.
Oh, okay.
Like there's 10 people left, I think. 9 people will be left after today, I believe. Okay, the first look is out and shows Kaz and Tyler going for their final date. I don't know whether that is a good thing or a bad date. I thought final dates were final 4 unless they mean a date outside of that.
No, so the last few years, well, I didn't watch past 5 and 6, but 5 and 6 they had 5th place had final dates. So they start with their final, because Mike and Priscilla had their final date, then they got kicked off the next
Are they trying to foreshadow it that they're going to get kicked off the next episode?
I'm sure that's what they rather. I don't think they want them. I don't think the producers ever thought that Tyler and Kaz were going to get back together and last through, the end of the show. I don't.
Hi, RC. Thanks for joining. Hope you're well. And good point that Cash has more than 300,000 followers without making it to the final. Well, she's got personality, and she's just enjoyable to watch what she's doing in her life,
Yeah.
I just want them to at least meet the parents and family before they are voted off.
Yeah. I mean,
they will. I think.
I could cross my fingers. That's the only thing I want to see. But if it doesn't happen, hopefully we'll see it on the outside.
Hi, Natalie. Thanks for joining. I don't think that Jake and Liberty will last outside the villa.
They don't even look like they're going to last in the villa.
Yeah, they're done. If the lie detector comes out, they are done. Did they do the lie detector in 6? I can't remember.
I don't think so. I don't remember a lie detector. Huh?
Or something similar to it?
Just the tweet challenges, and they haven't done the tweet challenge this year, and they didn't do the lie detector. I don't even remember if they did it in 5.
Netha, can you fill us in here? Do you remember if they did the lie detector in 5?
I don't remember that happening. So it would have, and I didn't watch. I've only watched 5, 6, and 7, so I would not know.
So you know what I'm talking about when I say the lie detector. I mean, you could figure it out, obviously, but
yeah. No, I've never seen it. So
what they do is they would put them in get them to answer the questions, obviously, and show the partner on a screen them answering their questions and whether they get it, if it's a lie or not. And so it's pretty controversial. They'll ask questions that the partner wants to know, do you really love me? Was this a lie? Did you do you have feelings for somebody else? Do you think I'm going to meet your family? Do you think that will last outside the villa?
They probably didn't do that because Jake would have failed.
That's what I'm saying. So
I'm sure that's probably why they didn't do that, because Jake would have very much failed.
Okay, she doesn't recall a lie detector in 5, so it must have been 4 or 5. I remember in the earlier seasons for sure, but I don't. I think
I definitely know tweet challenge was 5, tweet challenge was 6. They did not do tweet challenge this year.
Well, maybe they still have time to do a tweet challenge.
Yeah.
I think it's still the lie because of the mental health issue. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? Who do you think is making? Wait. What do you think is finally making it start to click for Liberty regarding Jake?
Did you see the first look? Yeah. So it seems like what set her off was that they were sitting there, and you know how in this episode he was taking pictures of her and him with the baby. No, you didn't see that part where he kept taking pictures like this.
Oh, okay.
And then and he was taking a lot of pictures. So it looks like in the next episode he starts taking pictures again, and she was like, "Oh, I like that one, and I like that one," and he's like, "I don't like these. Why do you like these?" And she's like, "Oh, you don't like them?" He's like, "I'm not. You can barely see me in them. Why would you like this? Is it because it's you look good in it? It's all about you, isn't it?" And so then I don't know what the rest of the conversation is, but then obviously she takes off her mic pack and drops it and leaves.
So Netha says, I think that she was having a convo with Jake and expressed insecurity over the pic. Not once did he reassure her.
No, it was the other way around. She asked, was he insecure about the pic because he kept saying he didn't like them, and she's like, "But I think you look good in them." She's like, explain to me what the issue is, why you're not liking them. Is it, are you still feeling insecure? And he was like, he was, you could tell he was being rude to her.
Mm-hmm. This was in the episode that I watched, or is it?
No, this is just the first look that came out this morning.
So she finally realized that he will never call her beautiful or make her feel like she is beautiful.
That's also possible. Yeah, because he was really like, "Oh, this is all about you," isn't it? And it's like, but I mean, there's a lot of times where I take pictures with people, and we're all like, "Oh, I don't like that picture," and we're all in it, and I'm like, "Well, I like how I look in the picture, and I post the picture." You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
For me, like I'm like whatever, like I'll look like whatever in a picture, like unless I'm like food's hanging in my mouth and I look disgusting. I
Right.
really don't care. Like like
This is
use
so
whatever
weird.
photo. So the fact that he's so concerned and he's a guy, like guys are not usually.
Exactly. So that, but he must have expressed concerns about some sort of insecurity to her. So that's why she was asking him, or is it your? I don't know what it was he was insecure about, but then he like it looked like he either shut her down. Like I don't think we saw the entire thing. It either looks like he either shut her down or was like really nasty to her because it looks like she just gets up and walks off.
Oh
And
boy.
then Faye comes in and she walks past Faye and Faye's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And she's like, "No," and she's like crying and she's like, like she leaves basically. And then Faye comes out and talks to her and she's like, basically she wants to leave. And Faye's like,
No.
"No, you shouldn't leave." She's like, I can't be in a relationship that is fake where somebody doesn't love me or like me. Like I can't be in that in here." And she's like, "No, you shouldn't leave. You've been real the entire time." She's like, "You should not leave." And I agree with Faye. Like she shouldn't be the one to leave. He should be the one to leave.
Yes. Oh, we've not liked Jake for so long when you could have still had maybe opportunities to meet somebody. Damn it. Okay, Tamika, I thought it was the other way around. Okay, he is quick to complete other girls like Millie and Mary, but not once. Oh, compliment.
Compliment. Yeah.
Girls like Millie and Mary, but not once in this whole season has he made her feel wanted. We all know he does not like her as much as he says, but I didn't think he was that dense to be like this. Well, I didn't think he was smart at all. So I was like, I don't expect much more from him, to be honest. So they go to sleep, and then in the morning they are introduced to some babies. Faye is not really into having a baby, so she kind of stays back while everybody goes to investigate all the crying. I really didn't document that much about the baby scenes. Like there was a lot of cute moments. I'm just a little bit concerned about Kaz thinking that babies breathe from their heads, unless there's something that I've never heard of before.
I think she got it mixed up that because if you know that babies are born with like a soft spot in the head, that might be what she was mixing up. Um,
Breathing, no, but they
no,
definitely have a soft spot, but that's
yeah,
just because it's like forming.
yeah, because sometimes I don't like. It depends on when you get told that. Like I think sometimes when a little kid or younger kid
Sense.
around a baby and they get told, don't touch the top of the baby's head. Nobody really explains to them exactly why. And so, they come up with their own like little thing for
Yeah,
it.
of course, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. Did you hear that? And she's probably thinking like, did I hear that or did I make that up? Like,
Right, exactly.
Where am I at here? This one? No, this one. Denseness. Yes, I saw the compliment. Chloe and Teddy were funny. Absolutely. I love when they're in the change room and Chloe's getting ready and Toby has the baby with the baby carriage and she's just like, this is a no buggy zone. No buggy zone. And like they were really like teasing each other and going at it. Like I laughed quite a few times and it made me endeared to them. Absolutely. They were pretty cute.
They're like killing their babies left and right. It's like this is terrible.
Yeah, we agree with you, Netha, that the head's being so soft and not to touch it. Yeah, for sure. Probably, yes, I agree with Tamika here. Like a younger child, like a 4-year-old's interpretation as to why you can't touch the top of the head. You can feel it pulsating sometimes, and that's why she probably thought that. Oh, maybe
That's also possible. Yep.
that's true. Like, because you'd feel like the heartbeat probably through there, or like, yeah, any movement. That's very interesting. It's kind of cute, actually.
Yeah.
So I thought that everybody was kind of cute with how they just like didn't like the baby, didn't, oh, I don't want the baby, like, even though they know that this challenge is coming up, and like just be a good mom and dad, like just play the role, but they just didn't want to do it. But I thought it was pretty cute.
Aaron and Mary, I have to say, were very cute with their baby. Liberty was so cute. Millie and Liam were absolutely cute.
Yeah.
When they put the hat over the baby, it was making out. It was hilarious to me.
Yeah, I liked everybody.
Yeah, I thought it was cute. It was cute. Yeah, that's it. It was cute. I thought the entire thing was cute.
Me too. So we get a text, and the girls are going to be having mother and baby time, and the guys are going to go out on a dad's holiday. So they're going to be golfing, and I mean, who needs that? I don't know. I didn't really care about the golfing thing.
I don't understand why they did that. These men have already left the villa. Their asses should have stayed there with the babies while the girls went out and did something. I was so annoyed.
I think maybe it was because more of the women were like Faye was like didn't want to be with the baby, and same with Chloe, and so that's funnier probably than the guys.
Probably. Ugh. It was just like, these people have already had their holiday.
Yes, and it nearly ruined these relationships.
Right.
Holiday.
But the conversations they had on the golf course about, where they all are and where they're helping to have going forward was good too.
It was good, but I didn't necessarily need it. But it was, this episode was kind of like a filler episode.
Yeah.
Because I thought that we would get maybe the dumping at the end or something at the end, but it didn't. I don't think it did. So the girls are still talking about graduating. Mary's going to be the Virgin Mary because she's not going to be graduating probably anytime soon.
I'm like, why you guys keep doing this verbiage? It is annoying.
I think, though, it's because they were speaking in code, and then Priya just started taking it to a new level.
No, yeah. Who was it? Faye said, yeah, so always use a condom. Hilarious.
Guys having a beer on the green. When they return, it's so funny. The women were all so relieved. They just passed the babies on to the guys.
I don't blame them.
So all the girls are sitting together, and the guys have the babies, and Toby going over to try to give Chloe that baby. I was just laughing so hard, like how much is like no, and like every excuse in the book not to have the baby. It was, and he just kept on trying and trying and trying. It was very funny. So they get a text, and we're going to find out who the winners are of this particular challenge, who took the best care of these babies. And the winners are, who you found to be quite cute, Mary and Aaron. Woo, 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 woo.
I loved when Kaz got the text and she like glanced and she's like, oh, fuck, thank God.
So the losers, or the people that didn't take care of their babies that well, was obviously Chloe and Toby, and Faye and Teddy. They failed. But because more than half of the Islanders had a good job, they're going to be getting a party. Hashtag nappy days. So they're getting ready for the night. We're seeing the usual montage. Aaron makes the toast to their babies. So Jackson, Kenny, Tommy, Marty, Benji, and Cece. It's kind of cute. The parents' night out, they're kind of saying. I like how they take it a little bit too far. They run with the joke.
Yeah, it was cute.
Netta says she was surprised about how well all the guys took to the challenge. Yes, they were way better than the girls. It's just hilarious. I was happy for the guys to go because the girls were not really doing anything. That's fair. In other seasons, it's usually the woman that deals with the challenge. Well, so get to go out. Yes. Hi, I'm Jordan. Thanks for being here. Hi, Paul. Okay, I honestly never watched the show. I just get on here and pretend you're talking about my tree trunk. Perfect. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And that's exactly what we're talking about. So we see some slow-mo dancing, people grinding, no music. And we do know in film and television, whenever there's a dancing scene, they actually don't use real music. So they use like a little clip of it so you can hear what the music could be to get the beat. And then it's silent. So when you see on a TV show, a movie, like anything, when you see dancing, like they're just like grooving to nothing.
Yeah.
Just so you know. No music because it's very hard to cut music like that. So everybody is sitting down like in different partners and pairings and having little mini conversations, but then they get a text for the Islanders to go to the fire pit. And ooh, is this what happened? We did get a dumping.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. So the safe couples are, I guess we had voted for our favorite couples. So
Yeah.
Toby, and I think that they usually say not in any particular order, and I don't remember if they said it this time around.
They did.
But I think that this is the order, though.
But everybody said everybody said the same thing. They're like, they said no particular order, but this is the order. Who are they fooling? So yeah,
hilarious. Though I thought that like I was so smart, like I'm the only person that like caught
everybody on Twitter. Murad said the same thing. They're like, he did a whole video that how he's like, I don't understand how was Faye and Teddy before Tyler and Kaz. Like he's so upset about it, and because he's like, they said in no particular order, but I think this is the order. Everybody's saying the same thing. They think
hilarious. I totally. That was like my first instinct. So it was Chloe and Toby, Millie and Jake, Millie and Liam, Liberty and Jake, Faye and Teddy, Kaz and Tyler. Which leads me to believe that Kaz and Tyler maybe will not make it to the finale. So with this being their date episode, that's unfortunate. And so leaving this episode was Mary and Aaron, who I think are very good looking. I really hope that they, continue a relationship out of here. I would have liked to have gotten to know them a little bit better if they were both introduced to the show maybe a little bit earlier. I would care about them a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have. I would want them to go out of everybody else that's still left there. So
yeah, I mean, Mary should feel proud of herself. She's the only Casa Amor girl to make it to the end, and
yeah, I guess
take your footballer and go.
He's cute though. Super cute. Nothing didn't know that. I thought it was in the order that the producers want, ideally, or that.
I don't know. To me, it felt like the order.
Instinct, but I could also see. No, would the producers put Liberty and Jake third? Yeah, maybe. No, I feel like I still feel inside my heart that it was the order, the actual order. Hilarious. But that's all that we have for you today. Do you have anything else about this episode that you want to talk about, Tamika?
No. Not much happened. I think the most interesting stuff is to come this episode today. But yeah, no, not that I can think. I can't think of anything that happened else. It was a cute episode, a filler episode. We'll see how things progress. And again, we saw that, Faye seemed to be much better with everybody the next day. With the baby challenge, everybody was helping her, and Faye is Faye, so she's gonna progress how she's gonna progress. They just need to leave her be. But I'm glad. I'm not sorry to see Mary and Aaron go personally,
Mhm.
but you know they. I think they did get along with them better a lot. They weren't as boring as Brett and Priya. I can't say that I think that their relationship is gonna be forever. Personally,
Hi, Empress. Thanks for joining us. So they say that to mess with their heads to create confusion, that's possible. I really feel for Liberty. I'm glad that Faye was there for her because Kaz wasn't there. Right? Was Kaz on the date? I guess you don't know. Yeah, she might have been on the
oh
date.
yes. For today, I think it looks like Kaz goes on her date. Everybody's still in the villa, and this happens with Liberty and Jake.
Gotcha. Well, this has been nice and quick and short and sweet.
Yeah,
What do you got going on, Tamika? Are you going to go and find Kaz tomorrow and the Love Island crew?
I am trying. She
I
never
mean,
responds.
the Kaz. Oops.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. She never responded to my DM. I am going to try. I was hoping to get a little more lead time. But I'm just gonna be dressed and ready to go tomorrow evening. And hop into the city as soon as I can, and hopefully wherever they are, I can get into. And I'll probably go live from my entertainment in color social media platforms so that you guys can see what they're up to. A lot of people are coming though. Justine and Sally are coming as well.
So
So
they might spoil it first. You know what I mean? Like other people that are going. I know you already follow everybody anyways, but they might be like, we're going to be heading to so and so. Like
yeah.
before Cash might announce it, or
I'm hoping. That's why I'm watching everybody to see. She almost spoiled it, but I'm hoping she did say she will tweet it out or whatever it is. So I'm just hoping she gives me enough lead time so I can get into the city.
or like maybe you should just go to the city a little bit earlier and have like
No,
a.
that's what I'm saying. Like if by a certain time I'm probably just gonna go. But my problem is I don't want to go like uptown and they're like all the way downtown because that's still trying to get there during rush hour.
Well, I would think it would be like near her work, right? So I don't know. I'm not.
She said it is her old job, but I don't know where that is. I don't know which job it was.
Have you found LinkedIn? Like,
I looked.
hi Underground. Yes, of course we're Team Kaz and Tyler. There's nobody else to be team with, on here this season. But I'm enjoying all these couples for the drama that they're bringing. But Team Kyler, 100%. They seem to me like the most compatible couple, to be honest. And I feel right now hopeful for their success outside the village. So I do villa. Love Island in 10 minutes. Yes, Netha. So you go catch up on that. Very excited though to see how this whole season ends. I'm so excited to be free of Love Island soon because like I'm gonna have so much free time. Wow.
It's Monday, right? It's the last day.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know.
Because everybody like Murad and this other person I follow on YouTube. I think they people were asking Murad if he's gonna do a finale show on Monday, and he said no. But this person that I follow on YouTube, she is doing a finale show, I think, on Monday. So
I want to follow them.
yeah. God, what's her name?
Ladies and gentlemen, please like the video. Yes, please. It's very helpful. Sorry, what are you saying?
No. Go ahead. I have to look it up.
No problem. Well, while she's looking that up, while you're liking this video, you could also press the little subscribe button. Building a community of people that are willing to talk with us daily about Love Island and other reality TV shows. If you could leave a comment, who do you want to win this season and who do you think will win this season? Two very different things. Do you think that Jake and Liberty will stay together in the villa and ride it out at least until they're dumped? Or do you think that Liberty might call it quits, deuces?
It's V Brown, VEE.
I think I follow her.
Yeah.
I think I do. I wasn't planning to, but I followed Tyler because he has the least number of followers. Yes, I'll follow them. Monday is the last day. Wow, we did it. We did it. Holy, I can't believe it's actually gone quite fast.
Yeah.
Considering it's been 6 weeks of pretty much every day. That's a long.
And 2 sets of Love Islands.
Oh my god, I don't know why I said yes to that. Wait, I think Ashley Louise from Talks with Ashes. Okay. I don't know if I've seen Talks with Ash, but I'll check it out. I'm going to try and watch the challenge just for your recap. Oh my god. Do you know anybody that's on it other than you might know Kel's just from being part of the UK reality circuit. He was on Too Hot to Handle, but I don't know if he's done other stuff in the UK, but he's he sounds British, so from London, I think. And then obviously Priscilla is there. We have from Geordie Shore, Kyle is on there. Who else? Oh, Big T from Shipwrecked. So there's a few people from the UK that are on this particular season that you might know. And if you watch any American reality shows, if you watch Survivor, there's some Survivor people that are on there. If you watch American Big Brother people are on there as well.
I saw the article today that supposedly Lauren was edited out.
Yes. We're not sure what exactly happened. Apparently she got into an argument and was saying some unfavorable things to maybe a guy named Renan. And I also heard that she maybe said some racist things to Anissa. So I'm not sure what it is. And they do what the producers always do, which I hate, is they cut it out. And I'm like, we need to talk about these things. We need to know what she's being reprimanded for. We can't just cut her out of the episode and be like, okay, we don't have to deal with that topic anymore. That's not helpful. It's not helpful.
Terrible.
So Kels needs to come back next season. Oh my gosh, he's so hot. He's very handsome. So good looking. I'm in New York. Oh, you're in New York. So hopefully I recognize somebody. If you watch Big Brother or Survivor, you'll know a lot of people, I would say. It's honestly, this is a very good season. Watch the pre-show. So there's an hour long, I believe, maybe hour and a half pre-show where it introduces you to all the agents that are going to be on the season. So you'll meet all 34 of them and then get into the main episode. And then you have, I'm so jealous that you have 3 episodes basically to watch. It's so good. Yeah, we go live after the episode. It's pretty fun. So yeah. And Underground, do you know where Cash used to work by any chance? Maybe you can help out Tamika find a way to the event tomorrow.
Yep. Outfit is picked. Makeup is picked.
Are you wearing Rage?
Huh? No, I think I'm gonna do Bittersweet, only because the dress I'm wearing is like a red, and I don't know if Rage is gonna fit it. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Lauren was supposed to be on there. Yes, Lauren. But that's it. So follow Tamika on Entertainment in Color so you can see her updates, and hopefully she'll save her videos so that I can post her accounts of on her way to meet Cash. We should name it something.
A night out with or Love Island after the dark.
Dark and dirty.
In person.
Live and in person. Love Island after dark.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I will see you guys, I guess. What day is it today? Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow. No, Thursday. Tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier, because I do have to get offline by 3:15. So we'll see. So maybe a little bit earlier.
That's fine. I'm good.
All right. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. Everybody in the chat, you know you guys are our favorites. We will see you tomorrow.